Okay, hope you're not allergic to paper, otherwise today's episode might be a little scary for you. Hope you have your EpiPens at the ready. I kind of wanted to mix it up today. I've got some time before I head to the venue, and I've just been thinking about sort of the fire within me recently, my drive to compete. And it reminded me of a story I read when I was like younger, maybe like 4 or 5. Kind of haunted me at the time. Didn't really understand it, but something stuck. And that story was like How to Build a Fire by Jack London, who also wrote Call to the Wild. And I thought, oh, why not? I might just read that book again. It's only 16 pages long. If you want to you can just find the PDF online. That's how I found it. And yeah, if you don't want the spoilers, I just suggest you take a little bit of time out of your day for yourself and see what you derive from it yourself. But this is sort of the message I got from it. So Jack London's To Build a Fire is one of those stories that doesn't shout, it shivers down to the bone. It follows a man in Yukon, confident in his plans, but unaware he's already walking beside danger. The cold doesn't attack him, it just exists. That's what makes it brutal. You can feel the stillness, the silence, and the slow unraveling of his certainty. There's a dog too. It doesn't speak, but it knows. It keeps glancing at him, hesitant. Instinct flickers behind its eyes. The man lights a fire, and it dies. He lights another, and the fire dies again. And somewhere between these moments you realize this isn't a story about dying, it's a story about not listening. Not listening to the land, to the old man's advice, to the body's quiet warnings or the dog's cautious eyes. Most of all, not listening to himself. He tried to walk like another man, more seasoned, more sure, but the trail knows when you're bluffing. And yet, there's something deeply human about how he keeps trying to light a fire. Even as his fingers go numb, he thinks of getting help. Even when his feet give out, he tries to walk. The fire is never just about warmth. It's hope, control, survival, memory. He wants to believe he can overcome nature, but nature doesn't play those games. It doesn't flinch. It just is. Fair. What hit me most wasn't the ending. It was the way the dog stayed. It lingered by him in his final breaths. It didn't judge, didn't run, not until it had to. That last scene felt ancestral, like the dog carried the story forward when the man couldn't anymore. Maybe that's what stories are for, to stay a bit longer, to remember. Okay, so a little bit of scuff vibes today. I'm recording from the Airbnb at Phantom in Melbourne. I'm with the 𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮𝑗s, so that's Jafar, Improve, Tihi, Will, Nathan, Brendy, Denzel, and me. So, thinking of doing a VOD review of my set against Vexx. So that was from not the knockout series I'm going to in the car talks, but the one just prior. And I thought Vexx has always had a little bit of latent potential in him. So it's good to see he's been playing a bit better. And he's joining me in Phantom as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So,
yeah,
I'm just going to do game 1.
Here. Yeah, we need to find a way to like swap the player cams around.
The VOD goes for,
yeah, that would be good.
I think 3 games. End up winning 2
that,
games.
so it's easy to see who's playing what character.
Yeah, let's get straight into it.
So who did Vexx beat?
First thing I know,
This match was weird. I felt Wario's going to struggle to get in on R.O.B, but once he does, the combo potential is going to be insane. Right, there it is. Oh,
that's cheeky little gyro.
Wait, Cyrcadia knows like
do they prefer
gyro stuff? That's so cool.
Do
I think he does because that was a little cheeky gyro thing.
And I think Vexx is
It
more
would not surprise me if Cyrcadia was a player who labbed that kind of thing. He's a bit of like a labbing fiend when it comes to just like going for like the cool
I knew
things.
that ahead of time.
So I'm a big fan of this, but like this matchup is going to be heavily dependent
We've had a lot
on
more
how
confidence
good
recently just
Vexx
picking
is
up
at
gyro,
like mixing
so
up his
just
DI when getting
dashing,
combo
picking it up,
and
using it
SDIing.
against him, and saw that early on.
Because like I used to play this matchup a lot when like I was still playing R.O.B and everything, and like versus Cyrcadia, and I didn't have too much of an issue with it because like I've gotten used to SDIing and
finding an opening.
I was a Smash 4 player. I played Bayonetta, so I was like I know how to SDI. But you know, if you aren't able to do that, Wario can just get away with absolute highway robbery.
Rob's down tilt is just criminal.
Can't go back.
It's such a cooked
It's a
move.
funny move.
And the fact that like people like dare to try and like underrate it.
Let's go away. Oh shit.
It'd be insane. Like there.
Joe thinks,
Yep.
too much of an issue. SDI. It's such a cooked. You're
So
actually
good.
so carried by that move.
I think it's better than there.
It's contextual, and I think it's based on the matchup as well. Where it's like there are certain matchups where like, drop shields. Damn.
Too early there.
Yeah, so Vexx held the side B a little bit there to get the longer version of as well. Cheeky little.
Quickly found the kill though.
This is full scale.
Yeah, Cyrcadia's very good at just finding raw openings to be able to get some kills. I haven't seen Vexx play in a very long time to know like what sort of his strengths are as a player. So I'm curious to see like how he's sort of grown since the last time I've seen him play.
I can't lie, earlier today Cyrcadia knocked me into the losers in doubles, so I know exactly how good he is. He fucked me up.
Yeah, no, he certainly has the potential to do that. Where it was like I had took like a hiatus from this game for a while. And, like that was a great down B. I used to have like the winning record on Cyrcadia. I'm like, yeah, I've got this unlocked. And burst him at the Arcadian, and he rolled me, bro.
Oh.
I got so cooked. I was like, this is not the man that I once knew, brother.
And the waft is so scary.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that I really like about Cyrcadia's Wario as well is the fact that he will just rip a waft raw.
Yeah.
Like, so many like Warriors get like so tunnel visioned and like going for combo setups and everything.
Because they're too scared to lose it, which is fair, but the fact that Cyrcadia is just willing to just let it rip in two ways.
Exactly.
It's
very scary. And I really like his use of the neutral B as well, where he tries to catch you for like not like throwing a button out. And then if you do throw a button out in all those contexts, he'll punish you for it afterwards. So
absolutely.
I think it's a very clever play.
Oh, if I see him in bracket, I want to waft in my own pants. That's all I can say.
I feel that. Yeah, what I really want to see from Vexx at the moment, and I see sort of like why he's struggling here, is that when he's landing there, he's landing right on top of Cyrcadia, instead of spacing it so you get like further hit locks of it.
Room wants to separate himself from Wario.
Yeah. Ooh, that was actually, I wonder how intentional that was, but that was really cute to set that up as like a ledge trapping option there, to like set the gyro there so you have to kind of like roll from ledge there.
Nice. Oh,
good DI from Cyrcadia there.
I'm shocked that did not kill.
Yeah, very solid DI to be able to like kill off the side there. And maybe, don't remember if there's a sweet spot. I should know. I played that character long enough to know if there's a sweet spot on there, but... Ooh, cute little roll there. I like that.
This is pretty easily to an edge guard, so I'm just taking my time.
Playing very patiently now, which I like to see.
Yeah, I think what Vexx is just going to be cautious of is like just trying to make sure that he doesn't just give up space for the sake of it. Yeah, okay. I respect it.
Up smashing his up smash.
You got to go for the kill.
So it's pretty happy with that game. How I was playing around gyro.
What I think he could have done in that context there, and it's the thing that like no one ever expects from you versus R.O.B, is just run up.
I think more than anything, I've just gotten more comfortable with like the ranges with R.O.B. So I used to always get hit by like, well, I didn't know how to pick up the gyro, so that was one thing. So now I know how to use it against him. And when it comes to the ranges, I do a better job of just walking, not overcommitting. But then when I get close, I can actually push my advantage as much as possible. So yeah, that was a pretty cool game as well. And I like the other games. I had a look before this of Vexx as well. He did a really good job adapting game 2, and then game 3 was close as well. So yeah, I'm pretty keen for Phantom so far. I haven't entered any brackets yet, but today is going to be the first one I do. So I'm going to soak it all in, soak in all the experience, and level up my Wario. Alright, catch you then. Pretty fun tournament today. Came at it with some fresh eyes. Got a new mindset sort of imagery, I suppose, that I came into today with, which was, I think I'm gullible of like always trying to time things according to my opponent, which means like I don't really get to conduct my own play. Like I'm sort of like puppeteered by how my opponent's playing and how I want to like counter them. And I've always felt like I needed to do that because Wario lacks range. I mean, obviously he'd love to get up in people's faces, but most people are using attacks to sort of be like, no, like you got to respect my space, respect what I'm, the space I'm taking. So I was versing like 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 in friendlies, and I realized rather than just focusing on the player, reacting to the player, and in a sense being like controlled by what I want to do to burst that player, I try to be a little bit more preemptive and like take up space in advance. So like characters like Cloud or Rob, they love to control the space with their aerials, which are kind of slow, but at the same time, like, they need to set up, they need to, like, they want you to be scared to actually break the space. They want you to, like, just sort of play further away and then, like, take risks. So it's good that I've started, like, dashing up tilting, dashing shielding, or, like, I'll come in, like, to like take the space, come in, and then come back out as well. So there's not, like, this nice interplay of, like, all right, I know you're not going to, like, well, I have a feeling you're not going to, like, control the space right now, so I'll go in it, and then it's going to be, like, a 50-50 of whether I hold my ground, and, like, you have to play around that, or I'll just, like, fade back, make you make the wrong decision, make you make a commitment, and then I can, like, sort of punish you from there. So that's sort of the imagery I went into today with, and I found a lot of success with it, honestly. Ended up going 2-2, didn't quite make top 16, unfortunately, but is what it is. I was quite happy with how I was playing. So my first opponent was Jafar, or Ed, and he usually always been playing, like, Luigi and Palu, but he usually just plays Luigi into me, which is definitely the better of the two, I find, against Wario. So the thing with Luigi is, like, I kind of wanted to, I mean, in the past I was sort of gullible of, like, pressuring on top of him, like, trying to make the most when I finally got a hit, but it just led me to be susceptible to reversals, be susceptible to getting hit in the corner when I tried to, like, overextend. So instead I tried to pressure him kind of just, like, by moving without committing, like sort of just like kind of like being the wind, to be honest. Like, sometimes I'll pressure him with a strong gust to be like, yep, all right, like, you did your rising aerials, you did a grab, you missed, I'm gonna punish you hard now. Or and then I just, like, keep going with that, or I'll do something where, like, I'll feint going in and then just wait. Like, I don't feel pressured when I'm further away from him, because he doesn't have he has a short dash, he has bad airspeed, so I don't feel as pressured. I only feel pressured to get close to him. When I'm further away, I don't feel as much pressure, so I'm just trying to, like, bait him, I guess, into, like, doing committal things, and, like, well, I'm not getting grabbed. Overall, though, I was quite happy with how I was playing that. That was like a good test of, like, that imagery I was telling you guys about before. And even though I lost 0-2, held my head high, and I thought I was playing pretty well, I had the idea to body block his side B during the game, and I knew if you body block the side B, you got to tech. But damn, that thing sent me fast, because I like, should have just teched straight after I got hit. I was not expecting that, and ended up, even though, like, I was trying to close out his stock, he, like, took mine out in, like, 50-60, because, like, I bounced off the stage, couldn't react in time. So that was unfortunate, but I'm just happy that I've been, like, more confident in just going for things, even if they're crazy. Just, like, more confident in my preemptive setups. So anyway, that's Jafar, 0-2. After Jafar, I versed Stinger, who's, like, part of the Senate, used to run Enigma. His name's Aaron Cox. Anyway, when I versed this Banjo, we had some funky interactions, because at one point, well, I thought I checkmated him game 1. So, like, he was held low, I just came off stage, held the chomp, I'm like, yep, this is checkmate. He grenades, I eat the grenade instead of him, and then I just SD'd. I was like, oh shit, what have I done? I thought that was checkmate. So, no cheesing for me. I learnt my lesson. But game 2, I almost closed out by eating the grenade and then blowing up in his face, because if you didn't know, Wario has a special hitbox when he eats, like, explosives, like Snake's grenade or Banjo's grenade. So I tried to use that. Didn't quite kill him, but pretty funny games nonetheless. Ended up winning 2-0. Then after Aaron, I versed Vexx or Declan. R.O.B player, kind of been scary recently because if I don't bring my A game, that guy will beat me for sure. Like, he was playing really well. Really, like, I used to just think he was like projectile based, that was it, but he was holding his own really well. And I understand the R.O.B matchup from like having to study it for Corey and 𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮. So yeah, I was pretty nervous when I ended up going down 1-1, but ended up finding an up tilt waft, ended up getting some crazy gyro stuff because I'm more familiar with just dashing and letting go of the stick, pressing A and just stopping where it ends up stopping you where you are and picking up the gyro, which is good because I could throw it down, I could throw it up, and then like there's a segment of time you won't have the gyro. Maybe I'll throw it forward, try to get a combo off it as well. Just being held creative using the gyro against him, because if he's going to spawn it, I want to try let him know, okay, if you're just going to spawn it in front of me, I will punish you for doing it. So yeah, he was playing really well, and kudos to him. I think he's going to Phantom as well, so I might catch him there. And then finally, I versed Charlie or Cheesy, who haven't been yet in bracket. Our games are pretty close, they're pretty fun, but I think Charlie always just gets the slight edge against me. I think he won with two stocks game one, or was it one? I don't know. 2 or 1 stocks game one, but game 2 was really close. I had the lead, got a half waft, which I thought would kill, but DK, he's a heavy boy. He ended up living when I wafted him second stock. So I was cooking up the waft a bit, got him up to like 120%, but he ended up like punching me when I just like summoned the bike, because I just wanted to throw the bike at him and then like maybe get a waft or something, just like do kind of like a filler move, and he called me out because he just landed, fucking punched my ass off the bike and let me know this is a no bike zone. So yeah, kudos to him. Really well played. So ended up not getting top 16 today, and that's perfectly okay with me because I'm feeling good for the Phantom arc that's coming up next week. So I'll be in Melbourne a week from now. It'll be that weekend, so a little bit nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but something I can say for sure, whether or not I do well results wise, I could be going 0-2, I could be going out of pools, who knows. I can guarantee I will be having a fun time with the Perth scene, and I'm keen to just hang out with everyone. We can go to restaurants, go to Uniqlo, go to some pre-locals there as well, and I don't know, I think it's just going to be nice going with my community. So I'm going more so for the experience. That's sort of what sold me, I guess, going, because if it was purely for the results, I'm seeded probably not to do that well, and I likely won't. So it'll all just be like soaking in the experience, soaking in new playstyles, new faces, meeting the communities of like Sydney and Melbourne. And that was something I really enjoyed when I went to the Perth major as well. So got a taste for like meeting all these people, and after that I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. So anyway, that's all I've got to say. So thanks for tuning in again. Look forward to showing you guys the Phantom arc. We'll see what happens from here. Catch you later.